was an altercation. As a cause of that altercation, we have 2 deputies that were shot and 1 Locust Grove officer that was shot.
A community crushed. 1 officer is dead, 2 others injured, and investigators say a 39-year-old gunned them down.
We found out that there was a shooting and there was officers running down the street to the house, and it was just crazy. The
frightening scene played out in a Henry County home while officers were trying to make an arrest.
Please, 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 please pray for the families.
In your supernatural peace, Father God, Lord, thank you in my mighty Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Tonight, a town grieves and prays for the family of this father, family man, and now fallen hero.
They're struggling tonight, Father, but we know that you're with them, Father. You give them rest and peace and comfort, Father.
And new tonight, we have just learned the name of the man who shot and killed that officer and injured 2 others in the line of duty. Good evening, I'm Russ Spencer.
And I'm Portia Bruner in for Sine Simpson. 26-year-old Chase Maddox had been an officer with the department for nearly 5 years, and today his life was cut short by a gunman who opened fire on him and 2 deputies while serving a warrant. News Edge anchor Tom Haynes joins us live now in the studio with more on this devastating shooting. Tom?
Portia and Russ, we have brand new information tonight from the GBI about the alleged shooter. His name is 39-year-old Tier Guthrie. Police were there to serve an arrest warrant this morning when shots were fired. In the end, 3 officers will wind up getting struck, 1 of them killed, and tonight that suspect is dead. Locust Grove City police officer Chase Maddox was the first in line to serve a minor warrant. In the attempt to carry out an arrest, he was shot and killed in a hail of gunfire.
It is a very emotional time for the Henry County community.
2 Henry County deputies, Michael Corley and Ralph Sidwell Calloway, survived the violent encounter, but are hospitalized with serious injuries. The suspect, 39-year-old Tier Guthrie, was shot dead.
You never know when you're going to take somebody into custody what kind of response you're going to get. But our information is that it was obvious that the individual was not going to go.
Sources on the scene of today's shooting tell Fox 5 the fallen officer was struck in the head. The 2 Henry County deputies hit in the body, their bulletproof vests playing a critical role in their survival.
Both the sheriff's deputies had on vests. The one that's in fair condition, the round hit the vest. The deputy that's in surgery, the round probably went in maybe 2 inches below his vest into his stomach.
Neighbors in the Hawthorne-Linden subdivision where the shooting happened were kept away from their homes for hours during the investigation, shocked and heartbroken by what transpired today.
It just saddens me, and it's scary. It's scary.
As you can imagine, the Locust Grove City police community is in deep grief tonight. The tight-knit police force has been around 100 years, and this is their first officer to die in the line of duty. Portia and Russ?
Just heartbreaking. Thank you. All right, a community comes together tonight to remember the life of Officer Chase Maddox. Family, friends, and those just wanting to show their support brought flowers and balloons and cards to remember the fallen hero.
Members of the community are also calling for prayers for the families of all of the officers. Fox 5's Jacqueline Schultz joins us now live from Locust Grove, where she spoke with some of those mourners. And Jacqueline, this community is truly heartbroken tonight.
Well, folks around here would say that this part of Henry County is a very tight-knit community. Officer Maddox grew up around here. People know his family, and certainly a number of the officers here at the Locust Grove Police Department. Tonight, dozens of people stopped by here to pray for healing and pay their respects.
We know that you're with them, Father. You give them rest and peace and comfort, Father.
Prayers for protection for the brothers in blue and for the family of their fallen comrade.
And we need to pray for them, and we need to back them, and we need to support them.
Members of Turning Point Church came to pray for Officer Chase Maddox and his family, brutally gunned down Friday morning as he helped 2 Henry County deputies serve a warrant to a man on St. Francis Court. Authorities tell us the gunman opened fire, injuring the deputies and killing Officer Maddox. His heartbroken goddaughter tells me off camera the 26-year-old Maddox and 4-year member of the department loved to protect and serve. The flag flies at half-staff outside the Locust Grove Police Department, where a Blue Lives Matter banner with the date of Maddox's death flashes to passerby.
He was a
genuine person would be like the best answer I could give. He always cared about what was going on, like in your life.
Friend Savannah Garner is one of many community members and strangers who came by Friday to leave a memento, flowers, or food for officers. Their hearts break for his family. He has a young son, and his wife will soon give birth to their second child.
He loved his wife. He would talk about Alex all the time and Braden, and he was really excited to be a dad.
When we had some bad people that came into our life and tried to hurt us, we had officers respond to help us out, and he was one of the responding officers. He was very sweet, very nice.
Megan Browning is a community member who says Officer Maddox personally helped and protected her while he was on call, and says as an officer, Maddox was always willing to listen and hear concerns of citizens.
He cared about his job, he cared about his community, and cared about the people around.
And coming up later on Fox 5 News at 10, we'll tell you how this crime has really rattled and shaken the members of this community and how they're now worried for their law enforcement in the community. But for now, reporting live in Locust Grove, Jacqueline Schultz, Fox 5 News.
But just pray for him and the two officers. I did get to speak with my brother, but please, 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 please just pray for the families of all three of these officers and all the support that these, because we live on the south side. We got a police escort up here and all. So y'all just please pray. That's what they need right now.
That's the brother of one of the Henry County deputies who was shot. He has one request tonight. He is asking for prayers, as you heard, for his family and for the families of the law enforcement officers.
Officer Maddox is the 9th officer who was shot and killed in the line of duty nationwide this year. Last year, 46 officers died in shootings, including 6 here in Georgia. Before today, the most recent officer killed on Wednesday night was Officer David Sherrard of Richardson, Texas. He was also the first officer killed in that city's history.
And for more information about the shooting, as well as all 3 officers and the suspect, be sure to visit our website. That's fox5atlanta.com. There, you'll also find local reaction along with how other police departments in our area are helping out.